Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Trust me. I don't know, hold on there. Right, I don't think you know or me appreciate when you join the live because you don't have to click it when you get the notification, or when you come across. And yet, you do. So I have to say thank you very much for joining. I hope you all had a wonderful day. Let me turn off the fan. So, and the television. And open my window so I can get some cool breeze. If the dogs bark, I just saw it go. But the fan turn off, something have to go on. So I have to open the window. So thank you so much for joining. I know you must see tonight topic, and we are going to speak about mercy and love. The Father, mercy and love on us or for us. And I don't know if you all realize, but every single day that we wake up, it is a blessing. Every single day when we are able to get up out of that bed, go to work, that is a blessing because really and truly, we don't have to. He didn't have to wake us up. And when you look at our life, the things that He has blessed us with, you realize that His love and mercy is what is keeping us. So tonight we're going to have a little discussion with some individuals, more than one. I hope that the third person will be able to join. I was trying to get the person, but I didn't. So I just hope that I will be able to get that person because you're going to realize how fortunate we are and how blessed we are when we don't have to go through what some of these individuals have to face in their life, because you're going to hear people speak about their family situation, financial situation, their health. You're going to hear individuals speak about it and how hard it has become for them just to survive. They're going to tell us of their experience, what they went through, and now every single one of them, all three, are thankful for the opportunity that they have to live and to be able to tell their story. They are thankful for the opportunity that they have to know that they are not in the same place that they were in before. Because you see, a lot of us, we are coming from some places in our life, some rough patch. We go through some mountains, we not even know, so we could have climbed it. And yet still at the end of the day, we went through it, we climbed those mountains, and we are back celebrating and everything, the victory that we have overcome. So guys, as you come, please just hit that like button for me, please hit that like button. So tonight it will be testimony night, encouragement night, inspiration night, anything you want to call it. That is what we're going to focus on tonight. Inspiration, encouragement for others. That is where we're going. So I hope you all had a beautiful day. Una hear me dog them in the background already? Ah boy. I mean just up the window, but trust me. He hot. Jesus, please. Me there you say maybe December or January, me I forgot just invest in an AC because here in Jamaica and overall you can't buy AC when it come on to the summer because them time that this price gone way up. So I was saying to myself that maybe about December or January, me definitely I forgot just invest in about 3 units for my house because the heat here it's not normal, and every year it's getting worse. Every single year it is getting worse. So thank you so much once again, guys. As you come, please hit the like button for me, please. Just give me a minute. I have the person number in this phone that I'm using, so just let me run and get it from out another phone. Dun, dun, dun. Ah, 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 ah. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for waiting. So, I have the number now, so I just send the person the link so they will be able to join. So I hope you all had a wonderful day. I hope that it is a blessing so far for the week. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Thursday and Friday. I spoke that Friday I will be having a live where one of my baby mother would have come and speak about what she went through. But unfortunately, me never remember say Friday certain activities in my life are gonna take place. So me now can I won't be able to do that live. So I'm going to push that to next week, Friday night. So guys, as I said before, this platform I'm doing it a little bit different and no mix up, nothing like that. Pure encouragement, motivation. That is what we're focusing on. And let me tell you, you see, when I look at my life, the blessing that God has outpoured on my life, my family life, trust me, may I have to give him thanks. And that is the reason why I always say to individuals that we're supposed to treat each other with love and respect. And I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this. I remember it was about 2004 or 2005, somewhere there. I was looking for a job. And when I was looking for the job, I got a job. It wasn't in a really nice place, but it was somewhere where them did pay me one little money and I could have do certain things with it. So I got that job. When I started that job, I just finished Portmore Community College and I worked there for a couple months. I decided that I was going to go and do my degree. So I started my degree. When I started my degree, they placed us in groups because you have to do group work. In my group, there was this particular lady. And I remember one day she was saying, "Oh, so my place is taking on people. See the advertisement here." And she showed me the advertisement and I applied for the job. I remember the day when I went to that interview, there was this lady that I saw in the reception section. She was standing speaking to a gentleman. And when I entered, I said, "Hello, good morning." I greet her nice and everything. And she was there looking at me, smiling. I said, "I'm here for an interview today. I'm such and such." She said, "Okay, just have a seat. Someone will be with you." And went on her merry way. Me never think nothing of it. I'd be just say, "Okay, I want lady will look nice and everything," and she greet me. When I went into the interview room, lo and behold, the person that was interviewing me was the same person that I went and saw and greet. And I remember she said, "Hello, nice to meet you again, Miss Pleasant." I was like, "Okay then." And I remember when I got that position, this lady, she mentioned that while she was standing there, all the candidates came and everything. And some, they just walk past and go and talk to the lady. And some never said good morning or anything. And she said that stood out for her because she was saying, "Look how I'm just standing here. Everybody just walk past and everything. And this young lady, she stopped, she said good morning, she greet. She never just walk, go." And I was like, really? Because I was thinking about it and I was saying, it's not a really big deal. It's just one simple hello, good morning, nothing more. And she said that that was one of the things that led her to hire me. And when I was looking at it, I said, that no make no sense to me because all it was just a good morning, just a greeting for both of them. It wasn't anything else. But what I get to understand is that while she was standing there, some of the individuals that came, they just passed. They never said good morning or anything. They just passed and went straight to the receptionist, not say nothing to her. And back in the days, big people, they view young people with manners. They always say manners carry you through the world. And when I look upon that, and I was like, whoa. So just imagine if I went and I never greet this lady. I started working with that company. And people, while I was working there, you see that lady, right throughout the entire period when I was there, that lady was always there for me. I remember at one particular time, technology, a big woman, so she not really know how to type and do them things. And every little thing, she used to give me for type. And one day there was this other young lady, and she said, you can't give her back or something. Every time she give it to you and you sit down and type them, give her back or something and make she go learn how to have a computer. She just have a computer upon her desk and she not use it. She not even can turn it on. I said, but it not take nothing out of me for type it. So I just went and I type for this lady. Everything this woman said to do, me do it. And I wasn't happy about doing it, but deep down, me say, what, let me do it. Me I work, and then I like say, my work is that hectic, so let me do it. And I remember this lady, she got a call from another place, and they wanted someone for a supervisory position. And lo and behold, she called me. She said, can I have your resume? I was like, okay, but I'm going to have to update it. She said, update it and let me have it. I said, why? She said, just update it and let me have it. So I updated it and I gave it to her. And she sent it to this place. And what she said is that while I was working there every single day, every single moment, and never let what she asks affect me. I never cuss. I never complain. I was always willing and everything. And I was like, whoa. Because I'm telling you, at times I was frustrated. Me couldn't, I said, no man, that lady here, but I still do it because that's just how I am. And you see, when I look back at it, that was the starting point of my career. I'm being honest. What that lady did for me when she made that recommendation, for me to get that job was the starting point of my career. And that is the reason I always say to people, anybody you come across, make sure that you treat them with love and respect. Even if it's the janitor in a company, treat them with love and respect. Yeah, because you see, sometimes, as much as how things might become frustrating to you, you might get annoyed, miserable, and so forth, guess what? Everything that is before you, God put it before you for a reason. You see, sometimes it makes certain things happen to us, and it's like it's just a testing moment for us. Is letting that happen because he wants to say how we're going to overcome, what we're going to do. If when we go through the trial, if we're going to remember him. And I always say to individuals, remember the story of Job in the Bible. Hello, PC. Good night. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. Remember the story of Job in the Bible because you see, when you look at that story, God put this gentleman through the test. And me not tell no lie. If I was like Job, me would I cuss God? To be honest, because this man, he lost everything, children, every single thing he lost. But guess what happened at the end? He received a double blessing. So you see, sometimes when we are going through the trial, that is what God is preparing us for. The double blessing that is going to await us. He's preparing us. He's letting us know that guess what? This trial, it is just going to make you stronger. You're going to overcome. And when you sit and you look back at it, you're going to understand the reason why I let all of this have to happen to you. So you see, sometimes when you wake up, and you just can't bother. You not have no food, you not have nothing. Sometimes you won't figure somewhere, you say, I not feel like figure. And then that small voice within you say, go. And when you go, something good happen, and you say to yourself, but look, if me never come, me not get this. That is what exactly PC is refining us. So that is what happens sometime. You go somewhere, you never want to go in at the beginning, but because that small voice say, just go on. And you go. And when you go, you realize, say, you end up with a blessing, something where you did a wait pan, whether it be some money, some grocery, even a little word of encouragement or something. That is what always happen. You end up with it. So sometimes when you go through it, and you wonder why something good is waiting for you. And as so me look upon things. You see, this month for me, I believe well, let me correct myself. This month, today is a what, 15th? Yes, the 15th. And when I look and I said, wow, today is the 15th, because I expected that May would have been one of the worst months for me. I'm being honest. And when I can look and I can say, wow, it is the 15th and nothing bad no go on. Yes, I lost my dad on the first, but guess what? It's the 15th and everything going the way they're supposed to. You realize that you're still getting the blessing, it's still strengthening you, you're still getting the encouragement. And you thought things would be worse, especially financially or something. And when you look back, you can say, whoa, it's not. Latoya Thompson. Wow, that's a new person. Good night, Latoya. You're new. It's the first I'm seeing Jehovah. It's the first or the second? No, I think you did comment on one of my videos some time ago. Welcome, welcome, Latoya. And thank you so much for joining. It's a pleasure having you. Right. So when me look at it, I have to say, thanks be to God. And the individuals that I'm going to speak to tonight, I know that they are saying the same thing. Thanks be to God. Because I remember when I sat and I spoke to one, it wasn't her, it was her sister, who let me know what was happening. I was like, what? Because when you listen to how this lady life basically was turned upside down, may I use the word turn upside down, because here you have a young woman in the primary life, career kick off, everything beautiful, girl look good, everything a go on for her, nice Christian girl. And when you listen to what she went through, I remember when her sister, I was like, you're serious, you're joking, right? And she was like, no, because I was like, wow. And I don't think, honestly, even the other day when I was speaking to her on the phone and the way she sound, I don't think I would have sound, I mean, I think would have sound like how she sound right now. Because this young lady is like, she have not been through anything when me I talk to her on the phone. When her sister let me know that she's driving, I was like, she driving? All of that. And when you look at these situation, illness that people got through, and yet still they are around, they are living, they can tell you the story. You realize that because of what they went through, they never make it bring them down. They never sit down and get depressed. They continue this fight just the same. And when you look at it, I believe that God let these individuals go through their trials because He's making them stronger. That's the reason why. So I am going to call her. I told her 9 o'clock. That's why you're gonna hear me a blabber, a chat. I told her 9 o'clock. I'm going to call her. I hope she don't mind if I call her a little bit early. But we're going to speak to her and you're going to understand. Now, the young man that I wanted to get, I didn't get him today. I don't know why, but I'm going to leave it. But his story, in COVID, he got COVID. He was admitted to the Kingston Public Hospital right short when everybody had dropped like fly. It was during that period. And he was in the hospital. He had it really, really bad. And basically, he said that it was like he lost his life. He said that at one point, when he hear people are telling him how the nurses had to basically bring him back and so forth, This is a young man, I remember, he used to say he no believe in a God. He used to talk about whole heap of crap. I mean, he used to wonder. And when you hear say this young man start go to church every single Sunday now and so forth, you have to say, wow, wow. This young man, he said that up to today, he was back in high school. He used to do tracks. He can't do tracks. He can't walk too fast. He can't do certain activity because his lungs is still damaged from COVID. So from time to time, him have to go doctor. Him have to get him medication him have to basically live on it. Him can't do a whole heap of activities that he used to because of what happened with his body during COVID. So I wanted to get him on so he can tell his story, his entire experience when he was in the hospital. Because what he said was he remembered the day when they had to be taking off the oxygen from one for put on the other. It was like he had it on for a little bit, then they take it off from one, put it on the other. That was what was going on. For sure how busy the place was. He said that he remember one day he was in his bed and when he looked, he must say, but wait, what happened to the person that was down there? They let him know that that person passed the night. He said that one day he was there and he just hear somebody just start cough. This is during COVID, you know. The person just start cough, 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 and the person just drop over, just like that. And he said that they were sitting there on the COVID ward watching when people was just dropping like nothing. He says the people, them a walk cough today, and then tomorrow you hear say them gone. Just like that. So I wanted him to come to tell his story, but I sent him the message today. He said that he was going to record it first. I sent him the message, a call. His daughter answered to say that he left his phone, so I don't know if him not reach where the phone is right now, but clearly it don't seem so because I don't hear from him. But I am going to let all of them tell their story so you can hear what they went through and how their life basically have changed because of their experience. And I hope that at the end, it will encourage us that in spite of our situations, we have to give God thanks. I hope that it will encourage us that we're not supposed to dwell on the small things of life because the small problems, because guess what? There is much more to life. So let me call her so she can start. Oh, I did connect already. Oh, so just give me a minute. Let me call her. Hello. Hello. Yeah. You see, I send you the link. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. You don't have. Yeah, you can share it with the. You can share it with the family. You ready now to talk? Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube. Mm-hmm. This is the one I sent you. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So I'm going to connect my Bluetooth. They're not hearing you. You're not on the live yet, so they're not hearing you. I'll disconnect the Bluetooth. So I'm going to connect the Bluetooth where they can hear you. I didn't tell them your name. So, right, I didn't tell them your name. I just let them know that you're a young lady who was in the prime of your career and so forth. I thought you were listening. So if I don't know if you want to, but I don't. Hmm? No, you don't have to disclose your name. You don't have to. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. All right, so let me connect back the Bluetooth so they can hear you. Hold on. Okay, guys. So I have A on the phone and okay. Miss A, you're hearing us? You're hearing me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, then you're hearing her, PC and Latoya. You can just let me know in the comment section that you're hearing her loud and clear. And people, please just hit the like button for me, please, as you come. Just hit the like button for me, please. So, are you hearing A? Okay, PC said
Yes,
nice
I'm
and clear.
hearing you.
All right, then, wonderful. Okay, then, so your sister, people, her sister is my best friend for years, years, years. She was even my bridesmaid at my wedding, for sure, how far we go back. So, your sister was telling me about your experience. I was surprised when she was telling me. And the other day when I spoke to you, I was even shocked because I was like, you know, sound like she went through nothing. So I would just want for you to tell them what you went through, how it all started, and so forth. I didn't explain to them what was the exact medical condition, or what is the medical condition that you have, or anything. I didn't let them know. So, Miss A, you can just let them know they're hearing you clear, loud and clear.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. It's a pleasure being
I
here
have to
and to
say
just
thank
share
you.
my testimony
Thank you.
with your audience. So let's start with a quick history. So, but before I start the history, the illness that I had is called a retinal detachment. So, if you know anything about your body, the retina is in your eye,
Mm-hmm.
and the retina pretty much allows you to see images, colors, light, so
Mm-hmm.
forth. So, if your retina is detached, it means therefore that you are blind.
Right.
So essentially, my medical condition was that my retina was detached. All right. A quick backstory. I remember growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was odd or strange that I had two different vision.
Oh.
I had yes, I had two different vision. But I never really said anything to my parents or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents were the type of parents who they were civil servants,
Mm-hmm.
mom being a no battery, please charge.
Oh Lord.
In the classroom, then yes, and then she went to on to becoming a principal, and then from a principal to education officer, working directly with supervising schools and teachers. And my dad is not.
Oh Lord. Hold on. Hold on, my batch. Hold on. All right, go ahead. My battery. You're hearing her still?
So we would get our checkups, like we would go to the doctor before school start, or dentist and stuff like that. We always get that. But one thing they did not do for some reason is we never got our eyes tested.
Mm-hmm.
And but growing up, I would always think to myself, oh, I have two different vision, because when I would close one eye or open and leave one eye open, like close the right eye and open the left eye, I would notice I'm seeing further in the left, and in the right eye, I'm seeing extremely near. I have an extremely nearsightedness in the right eye.
Oh.
So it's like that is two different missions.
Yeah.
So at age 13, I was diagnosed with having extreme myopia, which is nearsightedness in one eye. It's a type of visual impairment, but I was able to see just the same. It's just that it has to be very, 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 very close.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much I live a normal life. I would say my type of normal. They couldn't correct that problem. They told my parents when they found out when I was in second form and I started to wear glasses. They said they couldn't correct it at that time. It was too late, because that is a condition that, because it's muscle related, they would have to have so a child about up to age 6, they would have had to be giving me some exercises and doing therapy and stuff like that in order to improve the vision. So that happened.
Oh.
Continue to live in my life when no battery.
Okay then. We're not gonna deal with that tonight.
Fast forward down to about 2017. Seeing floaters in my vision, or what you would see like some tiny cobweb looking things in my right vision. This is where the one that I have this short sightedness in. And from this, I noticed it multiply from 1 to 2 to quite a few, And I kept saying, what is wrong, But, I would ask other family members or other persons. You see floaters in the eye. Some people say no. Some people say it's normal. Whenever I would go and get my eye tested and I'd say this to them, they would say, it's quite normal to have floaters, but if you see too many, then that's a concern. But sometimes it goes away, sometimes it doesn't. But nothing for cause of concern. But in 2017, because I noticed, for me, that something must be wrong why I'm seeing so many floaters in my vision. No, I remember I don't go to the regular optometrist or optician. I always, if the first time my eyes tested, my parents took us to a specialist. It was an ophthalmologist.
Okay.
And there's a difference between the optometrist, the optician, and the ophthalmologist. I don't think the difference, but the ophthalmologist is pretty much they do surgeries. They're more thorough. They're more advanced in the training of the science as it relates to eye care.
Oh, okay then.
So
I never know the
right, and
difference
it's that
either.
one of them. I think I remember if the optician or the optometrist only can like test your eyes for the prescription.
Okay.
And the other one, I don't remember what they do or if there's something similar. I mean, but for those who want accurate information, you can always Google it.
Yes,
I'm sure
Google it.
have that information out there. But there's a difference between optometrist, optician, and ophthalmologist. I always say ophthalmologist. No.
Okay then.
I
Thanks,
remember.
PC. She said,
Pardon?
no, someone in the comment section said optometrist test for glasses only.
Yes. So there's a difference, and I think that for your viewers, we have to. I think this is sometimes as people, we're not educated about the services that the various doctors offer, what exists generally in terms of healthcare, and because we don't know, we don't get the best care that we can possibly get because of lack of knowledge. The Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish, right?
Yes.
So that applies to everything in the context of life. So anyway, back to the story. So 2017, get my eyes tested. I go to my ophthalmologist and I'm explaining to her that, I'm seeing more floaters. And she's asked, she should do all the intricate tests that she could possibly offer. And it was extensive. And she said, if she don't see anything, going through all the exams, she don't see anything, but should I see any flashes of light, I should come in immediately.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. I said to her, is there anything any cause for concern? She said, well, no, everything looks normal, but if you should see that happen, you treat it as an emergency and come in immediately. So nothing happened. So 2019, test my eye again, nothing. I asked the same questions, they didn't see anything, but I would still see the floaters in my vision. So 2020 now, as you would have known, but your viewers probably know, I would have, I lived in Japan for a short time.
Right.
As a teacher. So I remember one day I was preparing for classes at home, and on the computer. And I just saw like a flash of light. Like when you feel like lightning flash, you literally see like that light flash in your house. This is how I literally feel like the vision just flash. And I said, what is, whoa, it was so frightening. So I was so afraid. It's like I just shut down the laptop immediately and say, I'm going to go on my bed because I can't deal with no stress right now. But I couldn't even sleep. So I woke up because it was bothering me. So what is this now? Why am I get sick across the world, the other side of the world, in one country where I don't really know the language that well, and I don't have no family.
Right.
Even though I had a healthcare card, because working as a resident there, you automatically get government healthcare, which is excellent. Healthcare in Japan is, let me tell you people, excellent.
Wow.
And this is just a government healthcare plan. I'm not even talking about private.
It's that good.
Regular, yes, it's that good. What we call clinic hospital service over there for them, and that's just clinic level. And you don't go to the hospitals over there unless you have an emergency, like weekend emergency or scheduled surgery. They have their clinic level, is fully equipped. And so unless you want to see a private doctor, but I'm just showing with you how good their public healthcare
Right, and
system.
that's good.
So so I would have gotten up, I went to school, and I did my job as a teacher, and then I'm like, all right, I need to get this. It don't make sense. My pretend it don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I need to figure out what. I started to Google the nearest ophthalmologist near me, and 3 pop up nearest to where I was living. And I'm like, it's like the Holy Spirit said to me, go to this particular doctor. And I'm like, no, that look like based on Google Map. I said, this look like it's a bit out of my way.
That small
So let me just go to
voice.
the one nearest to me. Anyway, I went to the one nearest to me, which was literally down the road from where my apartment was. And when I went there, the doctor, she did her tests, pretty similar to what I do here in Jamaica, but the language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
With my basic Japanese couldn't match her native Japanese.
Right.
So it was like, to bridge it, I was using Google Translate and the app, and she still wasn't. She just kept saying to me, she can't do anything. It's extreme myopia, or which means extreme nearsightedness. Nothing. She doesn't say anything, and that's all. And I keep saying to her, yes, but my doctor in Jamaica told me
once you see that,
because I'm having this. Once I see that, I should come in. So I'm saying to you, is there something wrong? Why I had that flash of light? Why I'm having the floaters? I just want to know what's happening so I can do the next step. She kept saying extreme myopia. That's what she was saying in English, and I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody. So I was becoming frustrated. So I went at work the following day. I was just looking sad, and one of the English Japanese teacher, she's Japanese, she's an English teacher.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Right, I understand.
Yes. So, you get me? It's not like me teaching in Japan.
Right, she's Japanese, but she's teaching.
She said to me, she asked me what was wrong, and anyway, so she basically told me that her husband, who is deceased, he has friends that she's still in contact with them, and one of them is the ophthalmologist for the school district, and he's very good. So she said, she kept saying, let me call him and make an appointment for you. So, being bashful, I was like, no, it's okay, because I didn't want to, feel like I'm imposing on her.
Right,
so I'm like, no, it's okay, I'll just find somebody else. But she keep pushing, but God would have it that she kept pushing. And I'm like, okay, out of courtesy, I'm like, all right, I'll just go. And then the day that I told her I was going, me plan seminar gonna win, because I say, I don't want she just in my business, because them life will fast on your business too. So, and they talk a lot. They would first ask a question and then talk among themselves. Just out of curiosity. Just integrity, they would do that. And I didn't like it. So, never they want to know nothing about business. So, anyway, the evening she called me and she said, did you go to school? Did you go to the doctor? I said, I'm not yet. She said, remember it's 4:00, you need to go. That's because she called me and she reminded me I went. I'm going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go. What harm, could it be? Let me just go and get this over with. So I went, and that doctor that I went to see was the doctor the Holy Spirit was nudging me to go see from the first.
Yes.
So let me tell you, so when I went there, this doctor is like the best in that city that I was living in. His office is, they do the healthcare for the school district that I was working in. The eye healthcare for the children. So they test the children eye every term.
Okay.
Something like that. And he was the doctor. So let me tell you, I do some tests that I in Jamaica machine.
Sorry, you break up just a while ago.
Some of the tests that I did down at that doctor's office, those machinery, we don't have them here in Jamaica.
Oh, okay. Understand.
I would see some of these things, and what could probably be like an hour in a regular ophthalmologist office just doing tests here was about 2 or 3 hours there doing tests. He was thorough. let's just put it that way. He was being very thorough.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, he asked, his English was a little bit better, so I understood him more.
That's good.
And he kept asking me questions and so on and so on. But he was saying, boy, all I can say is maybe you have a trauma, and because he's seen where there could possibly have been a trauma from a childhood or accident or something. But I was talking to my mother on the phone back and forth at the same time on WhatsApp, and she was saying, no, not to her knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
no accident, no nothing. So we couldn't pinpoint it, but he was saying he didn't see anything. So 2020 now, 2021, I returned to Jamaica. I noticed all the floaters now form one line in my eye. Just one. Like when they say a cobweb or the cobweb was floating, one piece of cobweb just, everything merged into that line. And I'm like, why is it no looking different? But I ignore it because I say, all right, I now work, I not stress myself. Because how I deal with stress is, if it's not that I'm in it, I just know that worrying about it won't change the situation.
Exactly.
So I don't worry too much about it. I just try and find a solution. Take it to taxi.
Exactly. Yes, definitely.
Right. So, because when I worry about it, I go stress out myself.
Make yourself
it's not
get
going to change
worse.
it. And it got worse and ill health. So anyway, fast forward a bit, I started working again in Jamaica, and I had a work function, and that I'm responsible. This big function. I'm in marketing and so forth. So major function for the company, busy time of the year. And I went to, we were also having a church crusade season, and I'm a part of that prayer band and the organization and stuff like that. So, well, I'm very extremely busy. So I remember we wake up every morning and we pray as a group and online and stuff. And I woke up the morning, we prayed in the morning about 4 or 3 o'clock, I can't remember. But it was early morning prayer. And I was seeing perfectly normal, as in my kind of normal.
Right.
Because remember, I have two, one nearsighted, one farsighted. And I say, my kind of normal was, everything was normal. And I prayed, had the prayer session for about an hour. Then I went back, had my devotion, and then I went back to sleep. My own personal devotion, and then go back to sleep. And then I woke up at about 7 o'clock to get ready now to head out for work. And let me tell you, when I wake up and I open my eye, but I feel weird. And I was also not seeing properly. I kept seeing like a big blotch, like a dark spot was in my vision, a black spot, a great black spot. And so I was looking directly on the wall, and I have like my clothes that I'm going to wear hang up on the door, behind the door. So I was looking on the wall where the curtain is, and I'm like, oh, the curtain looks so weird. What is that black thing on the, because in my mind, on the curtain,
right,
and then my vision is when I shift now my eye to my clothes, the black spot shifted. So of course I rub my eye. I can't laugh now, because what else can I do?
Right.
So I rub my eye, blink 2 times, rub my eye, look again, and I say, no sir, I walk one. So I close my eye for a couple seconds, and I say, Lord, whatever this is, I ask if you help, give me the strength to deal with it. I don't know what's going on. I'm open my eye, same black spot again. I almost started crying. Like I start swell up, start get up, anxiety start to hit now. And my sister was here, was visiting. I got to her and I went to her, run to her and said, oh my God, oh God. I think I'm losing my vision. And I remember when I was in Japan, I was reading up about it, and it looked like my retina detached. It looked like it detached based on what I was reading up about what was. I couldn't get the answers, so I was reading up extensively on the internet. I said, look like that's what is happening now. She said, well, if that is what is happening, you just have to pray to God and say, ask God to get this to deal with it, or, work a miracle or something.
Right.
Anyway, I say, you know what? I'm not make this control my life. I'm going to work. So went to work, handled the event. It was a 3-day event. So
with your
first day,
black
second
spot.
day, do that. And then by day 3, so while I was at work, the second day, I called. No, the same, the evening of the same day. My sister called me and I was talking to her. She was telling me something. I'm saying, so something weird happened to me this morning. And I was telling her, and she's like, what? I'm going to say, yes, that is your friend.
Yes, man.
She was the one. And I was saying to her, she was like, okay, we have to pray about this.
Sure.
And I come home and I tell, was, they prayed about it in family devotion. Then go back to work like normal. So here comes for that happened the Wednesday.
So
Friday,
hold on. The black spot gone or it was still there?
Yes, it was pardon? This was last year, August, by the way.
No, I'm asking.
The latter part. Yes?
I'm asking if the black all this time, if the black spot was still there, the dark spot was still there.
Still there. Never moved. Still there. So I decided, I need to find an ophthalmologist because when I came back from Japan, I heard that my ophthalmologist that I've been seeing for years died, and this one was one of the top ones in the island. I think he used to teach doctors by UA. He had passed, and his practice basically closed down. So I'm like, oh God, I need to find a doctor. So I just went to one of the regular popular places earlier in that year, 2023. I'd gone to one of the regular eye glasses place. Let's call it that. That like how you have some, I don't want to call any brand or any company. Right. But we have some popular ones out there. Yes, the solutions. I know where solutions. Right. The names. I just gone to one because I needed to change my glasses at this time. So I get my eye tested and I'm like, I'm gonna just change my glasses. They've never did something wrong. Because this is not something where just happen overnight. Because one of them never did something. Literally about 4 months ago. So maybe something was wrong. Anyway. Because
there must have been some evidence.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Which it turns out there would have been some evidence. But I don't know. That's what I was saying that there's a difference between ophthalmologists, optometrists, and optician. And I think who I saw, all of those regular
optometrists
glasses players were probably an optometrist that wasn't able to diagnose a problem. Anyway, so I don't know who to go to. I was calling some of the person and some of the ophthalmologists were saying you need referral, you need this, you need that. And one of my friends who I had met, God is a good God, I had met this person in 2019 when I was on vacation. And she and I became good friends. It's a Jamaican I met in Florida.
Okay, then.
By chance, I became good friends. Her sister is a doctor. Her sister and I were talking. I don't remember how her sister called me that day, the Friday. I were talking and I said to her, by chance, any ophthalmologist? And I started explaining to her what was the situation. And she said, what? You need to see a doctor right now. And so she said, but that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm not getting through to anybody. And she said, give me a few minutes, because she don't live in Kingston. So she said, give me a few minutes, let me call her around and see who I know in Kingston. And within an hour, she called me back and she said, you need to go to one of these 2 doctors now. They can see you today.
Wow.
And I went to the first one. I don't remember what happened. I never got to that one. I went to the second one, which is Dr. Albert you or something like that in Lane Plaza.
Okay.
When I got there, he squeezed me in because he would have finished off for the day, but he squeezed me in because
of her, right? Thanks be to God.
So when he checked my eyes, he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is an emergency, right?"
Wow.
And I'm like, by this, I'm just trying to keep the tears from falling out of my eyes. And I said to him, I figured as much was happening. And I said to him, say, I think I know what is happening, but I'm not so certain. And he basically explained to me that there's a tear. My retina is basically not fully detached yet, but it's detaching. So what? Remember I told you that all the floaters had merged into one line?
Right, yes.
So that one line was the beginning of the tear.
Oh.
So if maybe an ophthalmologist had tested my eyes early 2023, they probably would have diagnosed it.
Mm.
So
If it was
he said
optometrist.
there were some scar tissues, some holes, basically, weak areas and those weak areas basically tore and it formed a curtain. So like when you look, you have your window, just imagine your window and you pull the curtain to one side, that loop that it kind of have with it that fall to the side.
Mm-hmm.
That is how my vision was. So one part black up on the top and the bottom part normal.
Wow.
And it's at first it appeared like you're looking through the curtain. So imagine your window open and you're looking through your sheer curtains, how it kind of look not sharp. It was like that at first, but then it kept getting worse because fluid was building up on the eye, so it was painful. And I don't mean like terrible pain, like cramps or headache.
Right.
It's just like a slight migraine, but because it feel heavy because the fluid was building up, it just feel heavy. And then because one eye sympathized with the other, even though there are two organs connected to the brain, they work simultaneously. They work together. So
yes.
in one eye, the other eye sympathized. So I immediately said, my right eye was hurting me, the left eye start hurt me too.
Right, right.
So it was just a constant. So let me tell you something. You have good doctors, you have the indifferent, and you have bad doctors. And you have doctors who they're very good, but then just on the bedside manners and they just don't have any referrals. So that doctor said he was going to refer me to one of 3 persons he knows in the business because he could do the surgery. He hasn't done this type of surgery in many years.
And that
many years. So he didn't want to take on that case, so he was referring me. One of the doctors that he wanted to refer me to, her colleague had died last year. This is a very popular ophthalmologist in Jamaica.
Yes.
And so she was saying, oh, maybe she wouldn't take on because they are mourning in their community. I'm like, okay, send me to the next best person. So he sent me. He was hesitant, to send me to this person. Anyway, when I went, first of all, I don't have any health card because of the type of contract that I have. So to see that doctor, the first one, I have to fork out 13,500. Come up with 13,500. Yes. Then I thought that was a lot. Ooh. When I went to see the second person for the second opinion, 500, and I have to pay upfront before I even see the man. It's not like you sit back and then you pay after. Pay, if you don't pay, you can't see.
Wow, so you have to pay before?
Yes, and he was rough.
Oh my.
I'm gonna say rough. Like I don't. Some doctors are more. Them have bedside manners. Them kind of gentle and
yes, him not have none
whatever.
of that.
No, yeah, none of that. And he was just basically saying, you know what is wrong with you? And I said, I kind of have an idea. I tell him, and he explained to me. And I said to him, I was reading up about my situation, so I kind of have some knowledge, but I don't totally understand all the terminologies and so forth. He was courteous enough to explain. And then he said to me, this surgery is going to cost you 1.4 million.
Oh, without L card?
Without L card.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay. All right, okay then. So nurse outside is going to help you tell you when is a surgery date and so forth, and basically make all the arrangements. She will tell you the rest from here. Move on to the next client.
Just like that.
So I went to the nurse, just like that, and move on. And it's like, Because a rush, just in, rush. I'm like, I just never feel comfortable. And let me tell you, when I went through the door, I just never felt comfortable because the reception from the receptionist in the waiting area, it just that to me, they never had any customer service.
Right.
It was good. And then, but I thought, okay, he's good. I just need to get my eye fixed and move on with my life. I'm not gonna watch that, but I just need to get my eye fixed. I want. But me hear the money, me I said, me not even the first $50,000. Where does that come from? I just start work. Me just come from Japan. I did that work for a little while, so all of that money them they save up, gone down the drain. I not have no L card. How am I going to pay for this? And my parents are retired. So you know, I'm like a pension, go pension them I get.
Right.
Where am I gonna get it from? I don't have nobody to ask, you know, and stuff. So you know, but God is good. I eventually the nurse lady, but back to the nurse lady. So I spoke to her, she said, so how are you going to pay? And I'm like, nurse, I don't have that kind of money. And she said, yeah, but how are you going to pay? And I'm like, all right. So my friend who had accompanied me, my friend from church who had accompanied me, who is also my neighbor.
Just the money they matter about.
Just the money. She said to me, say, Ava, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You just call the name here?
Just get the information and then get the information. And when they get the information, we'll take it from them. I say, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So anyway, the lady, she told me that there's some grants that you can apply to. And I said, I know of one. But, and I mentioned those in a few. So from there, she told me, well, we don't really like to take money from those grant agencies, because oftentimes, so I was saying to her, I even asked her if there was a payment plan. She said, well, we don't like to do payment plan because you see all those file over there, that filing cabinet over there, all those people still owe us to this day. We can't get money. So that don't like to do payment plan. I'm like, okay, I understand that, but I like to honor my word because as a Christian, I believe you must honor your word. If you say, let your ye be nay. So if me for spend the rest of my life, I pay it off.
You're going to do that.
I'm going to do that because I had committed to it. I mean, God gonna make a way, because I did don't believe that God gonna make a way. I was just saying that to her. So anyway, she said, come back tomorrow and we will give you the invoice and stuff that you may need to tell you what it's gonna cost. Because I had to ask her for the invoice. Because if me gonna take a loan from the bank, I'm gonna need an invoice. You
right, exactly.
And you never need to know what the real cost is for hold them too. So then I say, oh, it's change. So I'm being smart as well. So the next day she said, but I don't come in until she said, okay, come for it tomorrow. But I don't start work. Come for it tomorrow morning, she said. I never went. So I was calling them at about 8:39 to see if they were open. Because I said, I don't remember what time they're open. But I was calling. And they keep saying, oh, she's not here yet. She's not at work yet. The nurse is not at work yet. She's not at work yet. And I called 10 o'clock again, not at work yet. So I say, all right, you know what? Maybe she's running late. So I'll just reach there for 11. So I left home, went there for 11. Let me tell you, people, I sit in that doctor office till 7 o'clock in the night. Please. I kid you not. Listen to me.
From 11 to 7?
Sit in the doctor office till 7 o'clock and nobody no look for me because I don't have the money. I keep going to them more than one time. Can I speak to the doctor? Can I speak to the nurse that she come to work, And she keep, I can't talk to you now. I'm busy. I'm doing other problems.
All about
and
the
I
money.
sit and I wait patiently. And I go to work and wait like all 2 hours. 1 hour pass. I say, I'm just reminding you that I'm still waiting on you. Me even go sit down, present myself in the front of the waiting area so she could have see me. So she she walk and look. And I sit in there till it full up, till it get empty, till it full up again, till it get empty.
Mercy.
Till it get full up again. till 7 o'clock because they work until late. And let me tell you, up to now, the lady to, to get when we got to her, I said, "No, miss, this is bad now.
No,
I've been
sir.
here from 11 o'clock and I'm asking just for an invoice, and you're telling me it takes you the whole day. You couldn't even give me 5 minutes to create the invoice just to give me and the letter of diagnosis that I need to
Not
go
even
with
5 minutes.
it." And she's like, "I am busy, and I told you whatever." I said no, and she started to take me on people, and I'm like,
Mm-mm.
"Do you talk to your customers?" And I'm like, you know what? No, yes, I may have been asking multiple times, but because you weren't acknowledging me, how would I have known that you
Mm-hmm.
remember that I'm waiting? 'Cause up to now, you don't acknowledge me. You just walk past me like,
Just because you never
you
have the
can ignore
money.
me. I've been ignoring me from morning. So, God would have it that someone that I know through church in the health sector, I would have reached out to the person and asked him about the Cuba Eye Care program.
Mm-hmm.
And I also asked him about because I know that KPH, my former life, from my former job, I know that the health sector, KPH have a good eye clinic. People, let me
Yes.
tell you, it's not because it's public means it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, the PH have a good eye clinic.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that before. No. And I thought I prayed about it and said, Lord, I'm gonna go to see what is happening there. Oh, by the way, the doctor friend who had told me about gave me the referral and called her on and assisted me.
Mm-hmm.
She had also told me that, let me just tell you upfront, the surgery that you need to do is not offered in the public sector. It is only
Mm.
private
Private.
doctors that do. She said to me also, the only place that you may be able to do it privately is at the university hospital, and their machine is down.
Wow.
So definitely, without any two ways, would have to go to um
The private.
privately.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. But I was still looking to get another opinion to see if I really have to do it, spend 1.4 million.
1.4 million.
Anyway,
And for people
so
treat you
that
like crap.
exactly. So the friend put me onto the clinic, and I don't remember why I never did the Cuba program. I think it was on a break or something. I remember. I don't want to lie, so let me not talk about that part.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, it. I did not go to it to the Cuba program. I don't remember the reason, but went to the clinic and I did the test, and the doctor that worked that looked at my eye. She's a doctor that did my surgery, but she did it privately.
Okay.
She's one of the top persons in the island, specialists. In and where she work, you see where she work?
KPH.
KPA. But
And
she have
her
her
cost
own
was much lower, was less than 1.4.
yes. So let me tell you now. You see the doctor who had diagnosed me first, and
Mm-hmm.
he said, "Oh, the doctor that died, his colleague, I would send it to her, but she's probably grieving right now. So let me send it to this person
Mm-hmm.
instead." It's she was talking, the same doctor down at
Oh.
KPH. And let me give you another test part of the testimony. When I was looking around to find an ophthalmologist to get my eyes tested, I had called her office, not knowing,
Mm-hmm.
but they were saying they said to me at the time when I called, the receptionist had said something about I need a referral. And I'm like, yeah, but my doctor died. So I don't have a referral. I'm just fine. I'm needed to get my prescription updated. And that is why I'm trying to find an ophthalmologist.
You realize
And
that
they're
God
like,
was
oh,
working with you right along the way, all.
yeah. But, sometimes we don't listen to the
Oh.
providence of God. But anyway, jump in the story because I don't want to be too long winded. saw her. She told me that, oh, the surgery don't offer the publicity. There's no machine here at KPH, and she think the one at UE is down, so it's definitely private.
Mm-hmm.
And she contact her office manager, and they will give me more information as to the cost. But she can't tell me say it can be anything over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went. They got through $1 million. My friend that I had known for years told me about 3 people called me who knew about my situation, close friend. I said, you need to check out the Compassionate Health Fund.
Okay.
What? Anyway, same friend told me about the Compassionate Health Fund. And they are the ones I applied to.
What is the Compassionate Health Fund, though?
What is it?
Yes.
It's a government. So the NHF has a fund. The government, National Health Fund, them sponsor that. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say exactly what they do or they don't do, but just know that they do help persons with drugs, non-communicable diseases and stuff like that. It's very popular. Mm-hmm. Can go and Google that.
Yes, man. I know about it. I spoke about it before.
Yes, it was launched through them, the Compassionate Health Fund. So if you're having like a challenge with finding money for surgery or whatever, you can apply. There's a process though. You apply and they review the case and they help. You might get a part of the money, or whatever you may get, you need according to, because the money has to split for everybody where I apply, right? Mm-hmm. So the portion or whatever. And I applied, and that is how essentially my bill was partially covered.
Okay.
So a friend or two, God would just make people just send money, come give me. One friend, she just, our man just run and just say, and she just said, money come give me. And that is how I pay off my bill. The rest, and then when I become a dependent contract, the people said to me, say, your contract it's about to be renewed, but since you're sick, go home and rest. Go home and just for it, and then you can come back to work. Mind you, as I say, yes, I felt weak sometimes with the eye, but I could still function. I was still able to drive. I was still able to do things around the house. I could still use my tablet. I could still use my phone. I could still function normally. It's just that after extended period, my eyes would have hurt me. You get what I mean?
Yes, I get what you mean.
It's more like a migraine headache.
And that is what they refer to as partially blind, right?
But I was partially, my retina was detaching at this time. I never did fully gone. When I did the surgery, no, and it was getting worse as the day go by. So we never get to do the surgery until started the August. I never get to do the surgery until mid-October. Okay. When I got the money together through the grants and so forth, and did the surgery. And after day one, everything looked good. The first week, everything looked good. But then things took a shift for the worst. Where the doctor had said she drained all the fluid that was building up as best as she could. There was some scarring to see that because it takes so long for you to do the surgery. Because remember, it's an emergency surgery supposed to be.
From Japan time.
It's like a month before me did the surgery, or more than a month. So I had basically a little bit of vision left. So she drained as much she could drain. So the rest is my body have to do it. She do what she can do. She can't do nothing more for me. But then a week, I was seeing okay, and then a week later, it's like the eye just a bleed, I just see vision just imagine a circle that's white and it just take a time fill up with black.
Whoa.
That is exactly what I was seeing with my vision. It just take a time get black till me couldn't see nothing at all. And that was
Yeah.
terrifying. There were
Must be.
moments where me break down in the process come of say, me I lose my vision, me not have no money to get help. Me have to pray, me lean upon God a lot, lean upon my church family a lot. They were praying and everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And God really come through at the end because listen, this testimony is very long. I don't want to take up your viewers, or your listeners' time too much. But let me tell you,
Oh, we're
it
listening.
is God. And let me tell you, testimony after testimony after testimony. But I can just give you them one by one to tell us how God is a provider. When God said, never leave you nor forsake you, and that you must cast your burdens upon Him, for
Amen.
He cares for you, and that He will open ways.
Mm-hmm.
And matter where you go through, it not have to consume you. If you're trusting Him, it is true. His word is true, and His word is life, and His word is powerful. And all I can say is to God be the glory. Today, my vision is back. I did the second surgery because that surgery essentially never worked. The
Right.
retina, put back down the retina, they put it to lie down, but because my eye was bleeding and fluid was still building up in the eye, it lifted again.
Wow.
That is why I was denied. So basically, I did one at the time I had to pray and say, Lord, if this is that bitter cup that you expect me to live with for the rest of my life, give me the strength to live it and still glorify you
Amen.
faithfully. And sometimes, people believe that Christianity is just about the prosperity and the high moments. Sometimes you're going in the valley, and sometimes you're gonna have that fun and your flesh that God want you to live with that. Like Paul, you got one after the rest of my life. Help me for be faithful and realize that I am still normal. Like I have at least me have one eye, because the good thing is God in His wisdom realized that I would have gone through this at my age,
Yeah.
because they say you're more susceptible to it. How, let me skip that. Remember earlier when I said to you that you have I have two vision, one one nearsighted, one farsighted,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
God know why I was created like that. I was
Mm-hmm.
born that way. This retinal detachment, here are the symptoms people say. If you're out there and you're having a similar issue, you
See.
can know, you can ask questions when you go to your doctor. If you have nearsighted or if you have, them call it myopia, nearsightedness, or them say you're short-sighted.
Mm-hmm.
So any of those two, just know the terms that it means. You see close,
Right.
your vision, you want to keep the things near. Now, if you're more susceptible, that means you're more likely are gonna have you will have this condition. You will see floaters in your vision. And once you see floaters in your vision, it's a cause for concern, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, if it flashes of light, don't itch, don't wait, don't delay. Go to your doctor, check up your eye routinely.
Mm-hmm. Just like
And
what that doctor said to you. Once you see
yes,
the flash of. Mm-hmm.
exactly. If you have cataracts, get your cataracts treated and dealt with. And they say if you do cataract surgery, you're still at risk for getting it. As a matter of fact, maybe if you do, I don't know, but I'm just saying, I need to read up more about this. Maybe if you do any eye surgery, you're probably at risk of getting a retina detachment.
Okay.
But But just so that if you have any trauma to the head, like a accidents or so, you cannot be at risk to have retinal detachment. So I would say go and read up more about retinal detachments and understand what holds the retina down, which is the vitaminous gel, which is essentially what was washed away with mine with the bleeding that
Mm-hmm.
caused it to lift at time. I had to do a neck surgery. They had to put some oil-based substance in the eye to help the eye to heal and for the retina to lie down. And because I did that second surgery again, God make a open a way for me to do that second surgery there. I
Right,
was able.
right.
Now I'm able to see. I am now seeing
Thanks
in
be
my
to
new
God.
normal. So praise be to God. I am seeing. I have one more surgery to do,
And all
and
of this
I know
costs
God will
without a
provide.
L card. Wow. Guys, please
Exactly.
hit the like button
So
for me, please.
in another couple of weeks, I may have to do another surgery to remove the thing that they put in the eye to help it heal. Because she said,
Mm-hmm.
no, the eye looking normal, it looking good. it basically has recovered. So she just needs to remove the thing that she put in there.
Okay.
So yes, but people with any health condition, read. There is also, you know, I think the Chase Fund too, because I remember when a friend of mine
Yes.
have cancer. She got help through the Chase Fund. It
Yes,
may
I know
not be a
about
lot of
that
money,
one.
but sometimes you don't have to sit down and suffer. If you have diabetes, the National Health Fund help you. If you have
Mm-hmm.
certain
Sickle
kind of
cell, asthma.
illnesses, you can help. Help is out there. The sad truth is that it is not widely publicized and people now look for information. And because you're not looking and
So
seeking,
true.
you will not find. So if you want the blessing, you have to go look, you have to have faith, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to ask questions. If you don't ask, we receive not because we ask not. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just encouraging your viewers or your listeners out there to get information, trust God, trust the
Mm-hmm.
process. Sometimes we want a quick turnaround time, but God has said no, and a quick turnaround time is in His timing, because that was part of the problem. I had to learn patience during this, because when me they
Amen. I
want to
love
surgery for
what you
me
just
right
said. You
now,
have to learn. I love that part.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, learn. Every experience you have in your life, good, bad, in between, God make
Mm-hmm.
it happen for a reason, to teach you a lesson, to teach your family a lesson, and to teach the stranger where I look upon your
So
situation a
true.
lesson. So it's not just about you. It's never just about you. Never.
So
So in
true.
all this, a lot of people since then, you like how you reach out, at least 3 or 4 persons have
Mm-hmm.
reached out to me and asking me about my eye situation. And my eye situation have nothing to do with them eye situation, you know.
Mm. They
Have
just
eye
want.
conditions and don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. They just want the
They don't know how to get
information.
to it. Them just want information. So I'm saying, people, read. If your doctor tell you say you're too big, go read up why you're too big.
Mm-hmm.
So that when the doctor talk to you, it makes sense.
So
And if you're
true.
not sure you're not comfortable, don't be like me and still go through the process, make people and tell you all kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have, as we say, you know, you just have to go trust God, because sometimes God will open doors, but we will go whichever direction
Exactly,
we feel
because
is best.
even with your story, while sitting here listening from Japan,
Mm,
God was leading you. When you reach
yes,
Jamaica, He was, and it's just because the doctor never give you the referral because he thought that one was grieving and so forth, but it was God every single step of the way. Every single.
yes,
Mhm. So I
every respect.
I must say thank you
So that,
very much. Trust me, that's a powerful testimony. Powerful testimony. I see where PC said, you were blessed because many people have sudden, complete detachment. That's what she said. So
mm-hmm,
she said, you were blessed. And
yes,
indeed, sitting down listening to you, you are indeed blessed. And clearly, God is still protecting you, He's still guiding you along the way.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, based on what your listener just said, it's so true, and I'm also agreeing with you once again, because, as I said, the good thing is God is good and merciful. If it was
Mm-hmm.
me too, I don't know how I would have, if I could have managed.
Mm-hmm.
But the praise be to God, I have two different vision, because remember now, one I sympathize
Mm-hmm.
with the other, and
Mm-hmm.
I have two different vision, and if you have nearsightedness, you're more susceptible to having this condition. But praise be to God, I have one nearsighted,
And
one
one far. That's
farsighted.
good. Thanks be to God.
Exactly.
So even with that, you realize that He's in control. Even with that, He is with you when He bless you
Even
with those two
yes.
different type. So, Miss A,
Mm-hmm.
I must say thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And just continue to keep the
Yes.
faith. I can say for sure. You see, your story, when the first time I hear about it, it encouraged me because when I think about the little stuff that is going on in my life, and when I listened to your
Mm-hmm.
sister explain to me what you went through, I was like, God, I need to be thankful. So I really appreciate it. That's a powerful testimony. And I'm going to encourage you continue sharing your story because someone along the way is going to need to hear the goodness
Yes.
of God because maybe they are planning on giving up. but your story might change them. So thank you so
Yes.
much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. And thank you for having me. And thank you to your listeners for allowing me to share.
Okay, then, thanks.
All right.
All right, then. Whoa, people, that was something. And when I tell you, this young lady, when you hear career turn up bright, everything, that's this young lady. And when you listen to what she went through with her job, everything, it just goes to show that God is good. I'm going to call the next person because I know that she must be sitting, well, she's listening. So I'm going to call her. This one now is, you hear about the health. So now you're going to hear about the financial aspect of it. So hold on for me. Let me call her. I just hope she's not sleeping and she can speak. Oh Lord, I can't believe I'm sitting here so long. Hello? Hello? Yes, you're hearing me? You're very low though. I'm not hearing you clearly. Oh, your phone giving problem. You want to put it on speakerphone to see if it will be low, a little bit louder? Oh, all right. I just hope they will be able to hear you. I'm going to put you on the live now. So just hold on and hold on for me. All right, you can go ahead.
Good night, everyone.
Oh, they're not going to hear you. You're very, very low. Hold on for me. Hold on. Let me try see if I can get another box, another Bluetooth. Oh, Lord. I mean, I know which part the charger they fit the one there. All right, people. I'm trying to get to the next box, so I just hope. Oh Lord, he's looking for the charger because I have the charger. I was trying to use my phone charger to charge it, but it's not working. So I'm going to have to search for the charger for it. But hold on for me. Let me try her back. Let me try her. Oh, I was calling her WhatsApp before. So let me try her straight now to see if the straight would be better than the WhatsApp. But hers will be maybe about 15 minutes or so. I'm not even sure. But she has another powerful testimony. And, hello? Yes. Hello? Okay, then. I'm hearing you much better now. All right. I'm going to put you on the live now. So hold on for me, please. I'm going to refer to you as Miss M. Oh, she's saying, okay, then. All right, then. All right, people. This is the second testimony for the night. So you're on speakerphone now. You can go ahead for me.
Okay.
You're hearing.
Thanks for having me. And good night, everyone.
Hold on, let me ask them. You're hearing her loud and clear? PC, you can let me know, please. I'm not seeing Lataya again. Or anybody on the live, just put the comment and let me know if you're hearing her loud and clear. You can go ahead for me, please, Miss M.
Good night. Good night, everyone. And thanks for having me, Lady D.
Okay, thanks.
I was
Thanks,
listening to the
PC.
I was listening to that young lady a while ago, and trust me, she moved me.
Okay, then, good.
Yeah. Well, my situation was financial problem as a state. I was working, everything was okay,
working, sending my two kids to school because I was a single parent. I am a single parent at that time. And all of a sudden, I know, start to get bad. Just things don't start to turn wrong. At one point, I was living, most of my time I was living in rent house. And at one point, I can remember when I couldn't pay the rent, the landlord come. I have to come out and ask her to give me some more time. And she said, all right, she's gonna give me a month to see if I can come up with the rent. By the time when me talk about rent, people about say I want 6 month rent, no worry, because me
Whoa.
work just start, I lose my job and everything.
And it
And I
was
don't
six
know.
months rent?
Yeah, and I don't know what went wrong, but it's just so the thing just start to turn around. And I was there, could even find food for me and my son. My daughter did get big and gone on her own. Couldn't find food to for me and my son. And God sent a pastor, the pastor of my church. He was the associate pastor at that time. And trust me, some of the time when pastor called me and said, meet me out at the front of the road. I don't expect him to call me, but him just call and say, meet me out at the front.
Mm-hmm.
And when he come, he said, you eat yesterday? You know, the truth sometimes I like a tea. Tea. When my son come in from school, like a tea him drink. I will just eat, have the tea and we go our bed. We not even have sugar to sweeten the tea. But we just
Wow.
drink with tea and go our bed. And when Pastor call and said, meet me out at the front, and we go out at the meet him out at the front, he give him a little bag. And he said, we not gonna let you up man until something come round. Something have to come round because a God will say something have to come round. And we did it. It still not come round. I can remember one night my daughter called me and said, Mommy, how you doing? I said, me all right. She said, oh, your son, so. Me say, I want to tell you the truth. I feel like say I must go to the front in the main road and just stand up in the main road and make one big chocolate with them.
Jesus, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, go on. You must see idiot, you must see idiot. Go on.
That's what your daughter said to you?
Yes, she said, go on because you must think of some things that will scare for the rest of your life. So go on. And
But that
you
wasn't
can't
any.
laugh now.
But hold on.
Yeah,
That wasn't
yeah.
any encouragement.
Well, that's what my daughter said to me. Go on
Oh.
and make the big truck lick me down because if me think of some things that will scare for the rest of my life. You must just go on. But me never go. And
Clearly,
preach
you never
about I
went.
am here now. And tell you the truth, I was there. Still couldn't come up. The month where the lady gave me to come up with some. She never said to come up with the entire 6 months. She said come up with some. Me couldn't come up with nothing. So when she came, she said, you come up with anything? Me say, I don't come up with nothing. She said, yeah, I figure come out. Me say, yeah, me know, say, me I figure come out, but me don't know where to go. Me don't have the money to go rent no more house. Me don't know what to do. She said, she just hang up her phone. And by the weekend, Mr. Furniture start moving. Me have to pack up my two little things then and go in the living room. And me and my son start sleep on one bed. And we pack up the little something then. And so tell my daughter come through and say, all right, come stay down here so with me. Come stay with me. And me take my furniture them and me put them at some church sister house. Two church sister put them up for me and me carry one bed. And we there with that house because she never live into a 2 bedroom house or anything. It's just a 1 bedroom she and her husband have. And me and my son have to sleep in the living room again on the one bed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And my son sometime when him figure school, him just
You mean walk? Ex-
walk, and he used to go St. Catherine High School, and him walk. It was off all over road we used to live, and him walk from there to St. Catherine High School, and he walk come back home because we don't have no money and we can't pressure with that too much because she have to find food give we and she have to pay rent. So we can't pressure her too much. So he must have
So,
walk up school, walk come back home.
if you don't mind
And
me
we,
asking, Miss M, listening,
yeah,
your son walk to high school, St. Catherine I, and you said it was
yes,
off
yes,
Olaba Road.
yes.
I live in St. Catherine, so I know Olaba Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's anywhere close to Horizon Park, Signum, Willowdene? Because,
Pass.
so no, just tell us an idea as to where, because I just want to get an idea
It's
as to how far he has
White
to.
Waters. It was White Waters at that time.
And he
If you
walk
know where
from White Waters to
White
St. Catherine High
Waters to
School
St. Catherine High School, yes.
every day?
Every day and he walk back home.
What is he doing now,
Yes.
if you don't mind me asking?
He's working into a nice job. God is
Okay.
good. Working
Okay.
into a nice job.
All
He
right.
leave school with 6 subjects
Okay,
and
good.
he didn't get maths and he come out and he go back and get him maths. So he have 7 CXC subject. But we don't know why he won't go back for further medication. But he's a big man now, so he must know.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, man, God is good. God is really good because I got through all of that. And then now I go back again after get another job and things turn around and start to work again. Lo and behold, I worked there for 1 year and then the lady come and say, things get bad. She a go let go some of us. It was
Mm-mm.
a liquor store. She a go let go some of us. And the wicked enemy, I was in it.
Mm-mm.
So you know, sir, rent couldn't start pay again.
Mm-mm.
So the landlord come and give so if you come out. We say, all right, yeah, come out, cause me don't know what to do, so me have to just them want them place, so we just have to come out and give them place. Then no, my daughter come in now and say, all right, mommy, go and go see if you get anywhere. Go and go see if you get anywhere. And one Sunday now when me say walk from White Waters up all Harbour Road, Horizon Park, Signal, Villanova, Willowdene, all of them places in the hot sun. I walk a look house and all still couldn't get none. And so till me God when we got church, me say to one of my church brother, him died now and him say, all right, don't worry yourself, man. You go get a little place.
Mm-hmm.
And he get a little place for me. A 1 bedroom, kitchen and bathroom. Me and my son again. But that I give me the money and we go pay for it and we live there. My daughter provide the rent and find food for it. One day all, them come again, them want them place.
So hold on, the rent stop pay again.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Because my daughter start to get difficulty now with her husband, so she alone now, so for rent have to stop playing.
Mm-mm.
Get a little work into a school, cook at the school, because the person that was there cooking, she left the work and said she can't work for them a little bit of money, so she left the work. But then somebody tell me about it, I go there and then say, all right, yes, I can get the work. I go and I start the work. For sure you owe the enemy, he just come like saying, did I ride me? For sure, him did just start ride me go, ride me go, ride me go. But I don't know, I am a praying person. I used to have I have my fasting. Every Wednesday I have fasting.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And yeah, and when I was there, the lady come back and say she want her job.
Have mercy, Lord.
When the principal come to me and say, Miss so and so we have to go let you go, you know. So I say, why? Like should I say, Miss Sharon, come back and say she want her job. So I say, then I just saw it and go. She say, yes. Them a board meeting, the board say, well, they never fire her, so she can't get back her job anytime she want because she worked there for a certain time and
Oh,
she
she was
want
there
back
for
her job.
years.
So she have to get them have to gear it back. So Me.
Mm.
Gone back a square one again. Here, so now, rent start pay again.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
You're always in a rent problem.
Yes. You soon hear the sweet part now, man. And go back to the same church brother and him say, all right, don't worry yourself, man. He used to come and give me some money to buy food and things like that. Because you see, that the church nowadays, people might say church people this and church people that, but you have some good, genuine people in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Some we mean you good, man, and then look out for some of you to say for them fellow brethren. But some, trust me, I can remember the elder of the church when I got to him and him say, all right. And him say, meet me out here, so like tomorrow. And him come and he said,
Please hit the
the
like button for me, guys.
$4,000 a year, I don't know where that can buy, but he must can buy like a food for you and your son. I will take it and me go buy like a food for me and my son and we have like a food for that weekend. And that's how the thing said. And so till now, what do you know? In the same house where I couldn't pay rent for, had my fasting. Whenever time I had my fasting, I always turn off my phone. And that particular Wednesday, it's
Mm-hmm.
like something come to me and said, don't turn off your phone.
That small
Put your
voice
phone,
again.
yes,
Blessing.
put your phone and vibrate. So I
Mm-hmm.
do it. I put my phone on vibrate. Some of the time when I'm praying, I just not me come like say me can't find words to pray. When me I go through my dialect, I me just lay down on my belly and me just bawl. And when me done bawl, me say amen. I bawl,
Mm.
and me say amen because when tears is a language where God understands, so me just bawl. When me done bawl, me say amen. That day, I lay down on my belly and I was praying. I was praying, man. And I feel the phone, my phone a vibrate. And I say, who could I not call me now? But me no answer it, me never look so till when me finish prayer. When I finish prayer, I saw it was the same church brother.
Mm-hmm.
And me never call him back until me finish the fast. So when I call him back, him say, I was calling you. I say, yes, I know. But I was fasting, so I mean, I answer the phone. He said, oh. And he said, you can come check me? I say, yes. He said, all right, come check me right now because my wife want to talk to you. When I go, she tell me about her work. She said, you will do it? I said, of course. She said, when you can start? I said, right now.
Mm-hmm.
So she called the lady, and we called the daughter of the lady, and she said, no, man, she wouldn't start now. She would start Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, all right. And the wife said, all right, call me back and said, she said, you can start Monday, so just prepare yourself to start work Monday. And I said, I tell her thanks and everything. And that night, I got to God in prayer again and give him all the glory. Hey, the following day, I get a call from the lady. Yeah, you sit down? Me say, yes. She said, make sure you sit down good. Me said, me sit down good. She said, you don't know what happened? Me said, no. She said, the lady will you have to take care of them.
Me back foot.
She said, the lady will you have to take care of them. Me said, look here, sister so and so, me don't want to hear nothing more. I'm just pick up my phone. While me start ball now. Because me don't know the power, but I ball me start ball now. So, when we did it, I don't know, when we done ball and everything, we call her back. I said, what you really said to me, little while?
Mm-mm.
She said, yes, the lady did. She did have cancer. And she
Oh.
did. Yes, she did. So, all right, well, I said, oh, God must know. The same as I said to her.
God
I
must
said, God
know.
must know what I do. So she said, what you said? I said, yes, God must know what I do. You see, the Sunday evening, she called me back and said, you're going to work tomorrow. I said, where? She said, same place. I said, oh, come, the lady dead. She said, no, the lady wanted to look after her son. I said, what you say? She said, yes, the lady wanted to look after her son. And trust me, I worked there for 2 years
Thanks
taking
be to
care of that
God.
little boy. Yeah. So till the little boy started calling me mommy.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And After that, say, I don't know, you know. But me I tell you, after that, it's like I just start turning. I just start
Hold
come
on.
true.
Your son a little bit muffled.
So I say after that, God just start come true. It's like him just start work for me. Right now, I am in a house, my daughter house. I have a room for myself. I have key for myself. Food in the house, I must leave. One go on my bed hungry.
Mm,
So, may I tell somebody out there and somebody listening to me, just don't give up because God is real. And when we say God is real, He is real. And it might not come true when you want Him to come true, but trust me, He might
amen.
come. He might,
Amen.
he might come because what? God timing is the right timing. So just don't give up. I'm talking to you, I got gunshot. And here I am when I go into the hospital, the doctor said, you could have dead. Gunman come in, shoot me. And
Mm,
them say, you could have dead. And here I
mm,
am today talking, giving my testimony.
right.
God is good. Many people out there say God don't exist. Nothing exists. It's because they don't prove him. So that's why they say it. And they say you have to prove God if you know say him exists. If you know say him real. And I can tell you, God is real and he is good. Trust me.
Amen.
So, Lady D, thanks for having me, and I hope you will get some other person who can come and give their testimony.
Yes, thank you very much.
Because,
And you
yeah,
have a similar, the gunshot situation story is similar to my mom, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you. And I hope
yeah,
God will
welcome.
continue blessing you and
Yeah,
your
he
family.
is, he will, he will, he will.
All right, then.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow, people, I hope that tonight was an encouragement for someone out there because when me telling you, you see the goodness of God, it's real. And sometimes we don't know what others are going through because you see people you think say everything all right with them and lo and behold they're going through so much but because they're putting the best out there you don't know about it, but he is good. And tonight both ladies, Miss A and Miss S or Miss M, both of them story prove to us. Guys, can you hit the like button for me, please? Hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button for me, please. Both of them prove to us that God, He is an on-time God and He is able. And that is the reason why I always say it, You see, sometimes when we are go through we struggle and we want to give up and we say, why we are go through this? I gotta prepare you for the good thing when I go bring, because you hear the lady said, people moving panar in the rent house. They move in. She lose her job and everything. She start work. People come back for them work. She think she get that at work and then call her to let her know that the lady passed from cancer. Thanks be to God. The daughter wanted someone to take care of her son. So she still end up getting the job. When you listen to Miss A's story with that sickness right every single step of the way when she was speaking about what was happening with her sight, you realize that God was speaking to her from she was in Japan. But you see, this funny thing is, Walipa, we stubborn. We stubborn because God attacked to we, but true, we not like where the little small voice I tell we try to do our own way, not realizing that is the Holy Spirit leading us at that happen. But I hope that every single person that listen to both stories, you take away something from it. You understand that God is able. He is able, he is on time. Now give up no matter what you're going through. And the Bible tells us, Ephesians 2, 4-5, but God, who is rich in mercy, out of great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead through our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace, you have been saved. So when you look upon it, no matter how we say we are sinner, no matter how we know say we sin and we continue to sin, no matter how sometimes when you might bring we out of the struggle, we still go back and we go back in the same mud when clean us from, because sometimes when you look at your situation, you are literally in the dirt and God take you out of it. He make you clean and then you go back in it again. You go push it in our face and yet still, in forgive us, in continue to bless us, in continue to show us mercy, in continue to show us love and grace every single step of the way. So I hope that both ladies' stories were an inspiration to anybody who listen tonight. And I hope that share it. Let somebody who going through their struggles, let them know that guess what? You are not alone. Someone went through it before and they are able to tell the story. So just know that the today that you're having, it won't be the same tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be different for you. Tomorrow you're going to look back just like Miss S and you're going to smile and you're going to say that, guess what? God did it for me. Just like with Miss A, who said that she learned to be patient from her situation. She asked God for strength to say that if I'm going to lose my sight, give me the strength so I will be able to live with it. And that is all we're supposed to ask for when we're going through our trials. And I said it sometime, when we lose loved ones, whether you're in a relationship and that relationship go bad, you sit down, you cry over it, you wonder why this happened to me. Lord, look how me did love the man, look how me did love the woman. If you're in a one job and you lose a job and you sit down and you bawl and you say, look how me did have the nice job, me not have it again. And realize what happened. God give you something far better than what you had. Far, far better. And I said it for every single person that is here who know of my story. It's not just simple so. It's not just simple. You go through it. Me go through it. So when you hear me talk about the goodness of God, is because I, for one, understand the goodness of God. I, for one, like Miss Hay, could tell my testimony about my sickness, but I don't think you all want to hear that. I could do that. Like Miss S, I might not had those serious financial situation, but we all got through it. So just look back at every single thing that is happening in your life. Ask God for the strength. Even when you can't pray, as what Miss S said, just cry, bawl out to him. Just bawl out to him and he will understand. So guys, thank you so much for joining. And I can say, and I am happy to say this. This is the second night I'm doing a live like this. Monday night, I had the counseling psychologist, Mr. McDermott, who was on the show. And he basically had a very informative discussion on mental health. And that one was beautiful. And tonight one is, trust me, tonight one was truly a blessing. Unfortunately, I am not going to be able to come live Friday and Monday night. Maybe sometime during that period, I will come during the day, but I'm not going to be able to do the live in the night on Friday and Monday night, but definitely Wednesday night I will be back, and I am trying to get another individual who I know this person is suffering from sickle cell disease and they have it for years. So I'm going to try to get him on the program so he can come and he can tell his testimony as to how God is keeping him, and he can tell you his age, because here we have a man who passed the big 4-0 And they basically, when you have sickle cell disease and it's at a certain stage, you start go through certain things. Them not expect for you to live a certain age. And he's now, yeah, I think he's maybe about 50 now or close to 50. And he has sickle cell for years, and he's still alive. So I'm going to try to get him on Wednesday so he can come and he can tell his story. And I am going to speak to someone, this lady now. I already had a discussion with her. I just need to confirm when she's not working, because she also has a testimony, another powerful one, as to what she went through. And this one is definitely for females out there who trying to get pregnant, who give up on everything, and she's going to come and she's going to tell her story. So definitely I will be back on Wednesday night. As I said, I will not be back Friday and Monday night, but definitely Wednesday. So guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight, and it was a blessing. And I love, I don't know about you all. Maybe PC, if you're still here, if Lataya or anyone here, you can just let me know if you like what you just heard, the two testimonies. You can just let me know if you enjoy it and if you want to hear more, because trust me can find the people them and me can bring them come. And a little fiction story them here are real life stories, real life stories. So I will definitely be coming. Maybe what I will do next week, I will just bring one, and the following week, I bring another one. But people, please understand, no matter what you're going through in life, never ever give up. Just understand that God is preparing you for something better to come. That is what he's preparing you for. So you see, the problem that you're going through, just know it's not going to last forever. As my granny always say, only salvation one lasts. So guys, thank you so much. Okay, Lataya said she want to hear. Thank you so much. And PC too said, we need more testimonies like this. I was moved. Blessing, blessing, definitely. Thank you so much. So guys, thank you for spending the night with me. Almost 2 hours, PC Lataya. Thank you so much. I know that both of you were here from the beginning. Have a gay. Oh, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So thank you for joining. It was a pleasure. And people, all I can say is God have blessed me with this platform. And when I look at how it is going, how it started out, and what I decide to do now, I am happy. When I said I am happy with what I'm doing, because when you can take up your phone and you see people sending message to say, thank you for sharing that, thank you for the information, that is what I love. So pray for me that I will continue to be on the right. Everything will go according to the will of God. And I will pray for each and every single one of you here tonight. And just bear with me a little bit, because I have to. Based on those two testimonies and how I'm feeling tonight, I have to. So just bear with me a little bit. Dear Heavenly and most righteous and compassionate Father, Lord, I have to say thank you so much for tonight's program. It was indeed a blessing. Thank you for every single soul that is on this live tonight. And I'm asking you, whatsoever that is going on in their life, lead them, protect them, give them the strength that they will need to cope with whatsoever situation. Let them understand that you are in control of every single thing, and they should never give up on you. So continue to bless them, continue to guide them. And once again, I have to say thank you so much for my life, for my family life, and for everything that is happening in our life. So guys, thank you, blessings, and good night.